Now, yesterday we had a story coming in through from, is it Samuel Locust, that there are some people, two people at INEOS are backing Erik ten Hag to stand. I told you there are three people of INEOS that I know that can really make decisions at the club of Manchester United: Sir Jim Ratcliffe, Dave Brailsford, and Jean-Claude. And today, Jacob's Benwell on the United stand has revealed to us that there is a person who is really behind the guy who goes by names of Erik ten Hag, and the decision was expected today or tomorrow to see to it that United make the ultimate decision on how Erik ten Hag is obviously going to be put up, on whether to sack or a permanent stay at the club of Manchester United. Welcome to this channel. Rock and David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. This is the channel that brings you your latest news and information as far as everything is really concerned. And it's obviously Juma Karim to the Muslims, and it's the 31st of May, last day of the month of May, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. Now let's see close to 300 likes in this video, because it's really gonna really give you the vibes that you guys deserve. Jacob's Ben told us that clarity on Erik ten Hag's future is expected before the end of the week, potentially today or tomorrow, meaning that Thursday, the recently completed day, and the day today. So we are waiting to see who is really gonna come out and really make that decision on Erik ten Hag. You know, we are just waiting to see who is really gonna be making that decision, and what decision is gonna be really made on Erik ten Hag's stance, on either staying at the club of Manchester United or not. Now, he also told us about this statement that is going to be really issued out onto Erik ten Hag, that there might not be a public statement if Erik ten Hag does not stay, but the media will be informed. Sir Jim Ratcliffe speaking on that matter is not ruled out, but if he doesn't, it will be a general statement on the club as a whole. So it's like, for me, what I know is when Erik ten Hag is to stay, then that's when the media won't even be told, you know, and that's when Manchester United won't put out a post. But I know the only post to keep Erik ten Hag here or keep him out here will be about him about him getting sacked by the club of Manchester United. And you all know that they'll either part ways with consent, or really, with mutual consent, or really see to it that Erik ten Hag gets sacked by INEOS in there for you. So let's wait and see whether Jacob's Ben is going to be really on point, because we got a story yesterday telling us that this week we are least expecting a United decision. I think that was Fabrizio Romano, right? And now Jacob's Ben says it's going to be either Thursday or Friday this week. So we are waiting to see who is who and who is really going to get it right. But he also told us the people behind Erik ten Hag to stay at the club of Manchester United. Now, he told us that Jean-Claude is offering the arguments in favor of keeping Erik ten Hag, with Sir Dave Brailsford playing a devil's advocate role. This is to ensure every viewpoint is thoroughly examined before they come to a final decision. Now, I told you there are three people of INEOS, two of which one is not going to be mentioned, meaning that he sides with Erik ten Hag to stay. And this is where I come to let you know that I see Erik ten Hag going nowhere. I tell you. So if Jean-Claude is in favor of keeping Erik ten Hag here and Dave Brailsford is not in favor, that means the other guy left is Sir Jim Ratcliffe, and is also in favor of keeping Erik ten Hag here. So those two want Erik ten Hag to stay at the club of Manchester United, to see to it that a lot goes their way. So I think it's really going to be important for the club of Manchester United and the fans that Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Jean-Claude are really interested in keeping the player. And when you see Jean-Claude really talking about keeping Erik ten Hag, out of those three, he's the most experienced personnel when it comes to obviously football management. He was at Juventus, CEOing that club. He went to the side of PSG. He saw the likes of signing Kylian Mbappe, I think even Neymar, and very many other deals at that side. And he knows exactly what it means to have a manager like Erik ten Hag. And I think he's best placed in the knowledge or in the position of knowing football better than the man called Brailsford. And on the other hand, I see what they're trying to do. They are trying to really communicate to the public that, or to the fans of Manchester United, that they aren't really making independent decisions. They are making decisions on really what we call democracy, and it will be communicated that I think Erik ten Hag is going to be staying because of the majority vote that he got. And I know people like Sir Alex Ferguson are backing Erik ten Hag to be here because Sir Alex Ferguson, who was in the same ilk, You remember, he was here for 6 years, I think for 5 years, and in the 5th year they were going to sack him, and he won an FA Cup. And after winning the FA Cup, he went ahead to obviously win the Premier League. That is Alex Ferguson for you. So we just have to wait and see what is going to happen. But I think as things are really turning around, it looks like this guy, Erik ten Hag, is really going to be having the job with him. And Jacob's Ben also added and said, Man United board are trying to take emotion out of whatever decision they make on Erik ten Hag. They won't let the high of the FA Cup win, nor the law of some big losses this season cloud their judgment. Now, if they don't really use any of those to obviously lead their judgment or cloud their judgment, it's like Erik ten Hag has the job, because if you get out all those, then obviously you have to go back to the last season, and he was really one of the most exciting managers in the season, and he showed his potential. And obviously he has shown us that every time he had his players here, no one could obviously stop him. And I tell you what, it's really important to note that he's the guy and the right guy for the job, and the fans are behind him. On the fans being behind Erik ten Hag, Jacob has been said, fan sentiment has to be listened to, as you're crazy as an owner if you disassociate yourself from the fans. Says fan sentiment has to be listened to, as you're crazy as an owner if you deassociate yourself from the fans. But INEOS want to dispassionate, which means looking at things analytically and not getting sucked in by highs and lows. Now, if you talk about analytically, I think this guy ticks all the boxes. That is Erik ten Hag. He can sit you down and really tell you why all that is going to go that way. And that is the beauty of Erik ten Hag. That's what makes him the man that is really right for the club. But I tell you, the fan sentiment is really very important for a guy like INEOS, because Manchester United is a fan driven, and he made a statement that you need to listen to the fans when he came in through first year, meaning that the Glazers partially listened to the fans of Manchester United, and for him, he was willing to listen to the fans. He was willing to listen to the fans of Manchester United, and if he doesn't listen to the fans of Manchester United that they want Erik ten Hag, then he would have gone ahead to eat his words, and maybe people will refer to him as a hypocrite. Not so. So guys, tell us your thoughts about Jean-Claude and Sir Jim Ratcliffe want ten Hag to stay. Brailsford wants him out. You get? And his ultimate decision is expected to be thrown in today, on Friday. May the living to God bless you abundantly. I sign out for now. See you later. Good night. This is our last video of the day, and you're going to wake up early in the morning to obviously broadcast more and more and more to you, the viewers of the United Matters channel. We sign out. Ciao, ciao.